Howdy y'all, Cousin Cletus here. Let me fill you in real quick what happened on one of these last year videos. The last time, Mr. Overfletch acquired himself the Draconical Longsword alongside the Dragon Defender from them here fairies before heading on off to Warriors Guild and getting himself a Dragon Defender. He also gained some other quests and useful items along the way, but other than that, let's go back into the live action. Hope y'all enjoy the video. Since I'm already on my way to get some good gear, I might as well grab myself a ring, even though this won't actually be like really good for me, but it's going to be one prayer bonus once I grab it. So I just went ahead and did the easy task, lumbered to Draenor. Let me go talk to one of my least favorite NPCs, probably number one least favorite NPC. So this ring actually isn't too bad for me. The run energy will be pretty nice for me. I can't do the low alchemy as far as I know, because yeah, I don't have 21 magic anyways. It requires the level. That'd be nice for skillers like me. Let's see what this actually gives me. This ring, if I'm not wrong, gives me no stats. Yep, all it does is give me one prayer bonus, so I guess it's something. And if anything, it's just some type of ring, and I don't believe yeah. Also, for anyone curious, I cannot complete the medium tier because right there, it requires magic and ranged. So I can't get anything higher than a lumbered ring 1. But at least it's something to have as a ring slot. That'll be my best ring until a berserker / warrior ring a long time from now. So I think that was probably the longest quest I've done so far on this account, turning in Mr. Fremennik Trials. Thankfully we didn't get any magic or range XP. Every time I do a quest, I've already said it earlier, but I always feel like I'm gonna accidentally get something. And no really specific levels. Now we gotta do a few more quests, and like I said, we're almost to the Slayer grind. And there's the quest completed. 100 quest points on the dot, so now I have 2 blocks once I start Slayer. And I have the Gnome Amulet. I'll show you the stats real quick. So essentially, just in case you don't know, the Gnome Amulet is essentially a amulet defense, but only for the melee stats. So it's not too bad for me. It's something. Of course, the thing I really want is a glory from 83 Hunter, but I'll get that eventually. And for anyone curious, the reason why I waited so long to do this quest was mainly for 43 prayer. We got that like decently recently, but it was like doing this quest before 43 prayer would have been a lot worse and a lot more effort, so it was nice to get it out of the way now. Knocking out another pretty easy quest right here with Shiloh Village done, and with this I get 46 crafting, which it may show. Yeah, the Yak body armor, which means I can go do Fremennik Isle now, and I can go get my Helm of Neat. So I'm getting ready for my next quest, and I just realized that the beats of the dead are actually going to be decent for me. Let me show you guys real quick. We talked about recently that the Gnome Amulet is pretty good for just defensive stuff, right? Well, this amulet actually gives +1 melee strength and +1 prayer. All the other stats bonus aren't that great. So essentially what this amulet will be using for, until I get a glory of course, I'll be using it for any time I guess I don't need to worry about melee damage. So I guess anytime I'm getting hit by magic or ranged, or I'm prayer flicking, then I can just go ahead and wear this and get a tiny bonus. You know, that's, I don't know too many other people other than like a Karamjol on the account that's gonna probably be using Beads of the Dead. I think this is the first time I've ever been able to do Olaf's quest without failing on the bridge. To be fair, I think this might be one of the highest levels I've ever had. Anyways, that's done. I did that purely just so I can unlock Brine Rats later on and I can get a Brine Saber. But that'll be for another time. And plus I was in the area, so it's a pretty fast quest. Let's go and finish up Mr. Fremennik Isles. I think he's at like 1 HP. There we go. There's a Dead Ice Troll King. Decapitate the bad boy and get out of here. And here I am at the end of the quest. Fremennik Isles about to be completed. Arguably the best quest I've done so far in terms of just completion for this account. So let's get some XP. You know what? Let's grab it in the defense. We're gonna get 61 defense out of that, and then I'm gonna put 10,000 hit points. Why not? We got the Helm of Neat. There it is. There's the end of the quest. Any more levels? Probably. Oh, 47 crafting. That's cool. I got a lot of levels. And the big helm. Look at this beautiful gear on this account. So currently, this is my best in slot gear for just regular melee. I'm going to be upgrading this soon to the fighter torso. But overall, looking decent. And now I can finally start Slayer. Go ahead and jump into it, maybe get some levels. I don't know where I'll stop, I'm just going to keep going. I would love to go straight to 85, but my first goal I guess is to unlock Brine Rats. I forget where that's at. Okay, 47. So I guess one of my first goals should be 47 Slayer for Brine Rats. Try to get a Brine Rat task, and then get the Brine Saber for eventual Latrocities. I think they're called that. Something like that. But well, yeah, enough talking. Let's go start Slayer. Forgot to actually record, but I just hit my 10th task. I've been actually point boosting just to try to get something, and very first childhood task is Cow Fights. That's great. Beautiful task right there. Also, the reason I'm point boosting right now is because, one, I have 0 points, and I'd like to go ahead and just knock out a lot of these things. There's a lot of things I'm going to have to buy, so might as well knock it out now, grab everything, and then just be able to casually slay. Also, the tasks I can get right now aren't the... well, I mean, they're okay, but I wouldn't mind getting some points early on. I'm grabbing my second shelter task right here. Let's see if we get something decent. I'm going to call Trolls. Cave, that's amazing, actually. Easy peasy. This is a little detour, but I started doing a little bit of skilling and realized I had 30 herblores, so I'm gonna go ahead and here we go with 30 herblores. So now, nothing really important. The main thing, and the reason why I did it now is, so anytime I get, like, for example, if I finish any more diaries and stuff, I can just go ahead and claim the lamps, put them straight in the herblore. I am here for a different reason, though. I will show you right now. Before I let this next clip happen, I need to quickly explain a mistake that I did in said clip, and I know if I don't, I'm going to have several comments about this since I've already had before. When I was first originally researching on this account, I originally thought my meta for selling items and obtaining GP would be to sell them at the West RD General Store, as this store buys items at 1.3 times the price of its low alc. And again, at the time of this video, I assumed this was my best. Unfortunately, I didn't do enough research, and there are plenty of stores, or a couple, that actually buy items at high alc value. And the best one for me is actually here. Meet Mark Thwaite, otherwise known as the guy that sells the thieving cape. His shop is one of the most exclusive ones that will buy items that are high alc value, and he will be my main supplier of GP in the near future. If I'd used his shop earlier on, I would have had plenty more GP for other good grinds, but alas, a mistake is a mistake, and we're just gonna move on from here. If you look at my inventory, you'll see all my stuff, and of course there's freaking bots here. Makes sense. But I'm here trying to sell my junk. You'll see, like, here, like, they're also, the bots are selling junk. But I'm trying to sell my alks. Yep, there we go. He's filling up the world. Great. So, or sell stuff. So I'm gonna go ahead and sell my stuff, and we'll see what I get after selling it. So I went ahead and finished off selling all my stuff. I got about 269k, probably close to 270. And with all the cash I have right now in my bank, I can get 50 construction, which is pretty important for later on. But I don't need to do that just yet. I just wanted to go ahead and sell everything to just go ahead and knock out what I needed. So I got that done. Went ahead and got rid of all those, I guess, alkables you want to call them. And then now I can start stocking up my bank, I guess, until the next time. Maybe like 50 Slay or something like that. Maybe 60 or something around there. And here should be the completion of the Easy Diary. And I think that's all I can do in Varrock. But it's not too bad. I did that just so I can go get the Edgefull Furnace. I don't even remember if you need that to collect it, but I was already here. I was getting a new cat, which, speaking of, I need to go get my new cat. While I'm in the area, I might as well go ahead and grab it. And of course, now since I got 30 Herblord, can chuck it right on there and get 31 for free. So I got that little bug to just go ahead and knock out some of these Easy Diaries, and I realized I was really close to doing Kramja, so I went ahead and grabbed it, because that will be a pretty useful diary. It's not really soon, but like soon enough, maybe like in a couple months, basically. I'm gonna go ahead and grab them real quick. So just another 1,000, easy peasy 1,000 XP. We'll get a herb level. And like I said, these are really good later on, but not really important right now. So like I've said before, doing my other AFK sessions, and I'm about to hit here 75 strength. Oh yeah. So my next thing I'm probably going to be doing is going back to attack, either 70 or 75 attack, I'm unsure yet, and then go for a pretty high strength level. Something I want to do in a pretty soon future. I want to get a nice strength level and a nice attack level 4. But just because if you're curious, I was getting actually about 42k strength XP an hour at this point. Pretty decent for this account. But yeah, I'm going to be doing a lot of this, so if you see my levels start spiking up, it's because of doing sand crabs when I'm doing something else, usually just some type of homework.
70 attack on the account that does not drain the ranged magic skills. Also, 85 combat. Woo!
I didn't mean to open that. Probably shouldn't be talking right now. You'll notice some of the other clips aren't recorded during live commentary, but I got myself a Zambi page. I guess that's cool for bank value. I didn't think the clip was ending, that's why I wasn't recording. But yeah, that's pretty cool. So I just finished my first ever fire giant task in this account. Did pretty well. It's getting like 10,000 XP per hour. I got a lot of loot. I got 2 fire battle staffs, 1 rune scazavatar. Very happy with that. Now I have enough points. I could buy superiors if I get a superior task. I think I'm gonna do 9 more tasks over at whatever I can't remember, Slayer Master and Canifus. I'm gonna do him 9 more times, and I'll come back over here to my girl Neve, and that should be enough points to keep me satisfied for a little while. Well, never mind. I accidentally misclicked on Neve, and we got our first block task on this account, Black Demons. So of course I can never receive demonic gorillas, and black demons are pretty bad for me, especially with only 75 strength with the dragon longsword. I'm not doing black demons, so this is gonna be my first block. I don't know what my second block will be. This will definitely be my first one. And now I'm not going to talk to Neve. I will go talk to my boy over in Canifus. But I'm actually happy I went ahead and just got that out of the way. Alright, so I've been on that Slayer grind for a little bit, and I'm about to grab my first proper Neve task. This time I won't be grabbing the Black Demon task. We're up to 45 Slayer just from Casual Slayer, and let's see if we get something decent. We get Cow Fight. Yeah, that's pretty nice and easy. That should be my 40th task. I'll get a nice little bit of points, and I might go do another 9 over at, is it Maz? I don't know, remember his name. Whatever. I might go do another 9, like skipping, and then come back and get a nice healthy amount of points. Just so if I skip any task, I don't have to worry about it. So I'm working on my skip task, and we're gonna be unlocking our first actually decent Slayer monster of the Slayer grind. And honestly, I forgot Wallabies are actually a not bad task somehow. There we go, 47 Slayer didn't even show because it just canceled itself. But that means we unlock Brine Rats, which will be a decent task for me, and by that I mean when I go do Brine Rats eventually, I'll go for the Brine Saber and some other not good drops, but the Brine Saber's a good part.